How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new The Last of Us video. Today, I've got some very interesting news. This is breaking news right here. So this is from the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Schreier from Kotaku. And he's been teasing a couple days ago, maybe yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, about there's a new PlayStation exclusive game that's going to get some buzz soon. And that is, in fact, probably going to be The Last of Us Part 2, which he states is The Last of Us Part 2 delayed to spring. Now, I'm going to have an article in the description for you to read. However, I will be reading off of this right now. I'm not going to put any images on top because I just want to get this news out. But the PlayStation 4 sequel to The Last of Us will no longer be out in February, sources tell Kotaku. Publisher Sony has delayed The Last of Us Part 2 to this spring, just a month after announcing a release date of February 21st of 2020. The news isn't official yet, and Sony didn't respond to a request for comment yesterday, but Kotaku has heard from two people familiar with goings-on at Naughty Dog that the game is bumped to spring. We expect an announcement sometime this week. The Last of Us Part 2 is a sequel to the critically acclaimed 2013 PlayStation 3 game, The Last of Us. It is, as we know, a third-person action-adventure. And, okay, I'm going to skip all this because that's not important. But the first half of 2020 still has numerous major releases scheduled, including the PlayStation 4's Final Fantasy remake in early March and a highly anticipated multi-platform game, Cyberpunk 2077, which I know is coming out in April, and then The Last of Us Part 2 was expected to be one of the more major PlayStation 4 exclusives, along with Ghost of Tsushima, which has not yet received a release date. Sony is launching the PlayStation 5 in fall of 2020. So let's just go into this breaking news very quickly. So I'm hyped, and the reason I'm hyped is because I've been telling people, one, I didn't like February. Two, I don't think February was official. And I really meant that, because February to me is such an odd month to release such a game. People say, oh, it's the perfect month. And, you know, I know this source isn't necessarily official, but based off of, you know, all these types of track records and based off of the fact that Kotaku has received two Naughty Dog employees mention something like this, I'm hyped. I'm beyond hyped. I felt like February was just a strange month. For me, like, there was, I know there's two pretty big games coming out in February, that being the Final Fantasy one, and another game, I'm pretty sure, or at least a month after, or something like that. So, I don't know what month this would detail for The Last of Us. My bet is it's gonna probably come out before Cyberpunk. I don't think it's gonna be delayed majorly. I think it's gonna be delayed like a month, so March, which I hope doesn't happen. I hope it's a little in April or even May, just before the summer months. And so, because listen, I've got school, and February is like just right at the upper end of school. Like, I have to, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard for me to play the game all at once when I'm at school. But nonetheless, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. I know Naughty Dog tends to delay their games a lot recently. You know, we've seen it with Uncharted 4, and this is kind of worrying me a bit, because why is it delayed? Like, there has to be, I don't know if it's a strategic business move, or if it's because the game technically isn't ready or something. So, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see for Sony as well as Naughty Dog to really confirm this statement. However, let me know what you think about this crazy news in the comment section below, and you know, subscribe if you're new to my channel. And with that being said, I've been TheStarkz. Peace.